Today is a good day because we are going to be counting down the top 5 locations that you need to visit on the North Coast 500. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Harrison, as always, and I'm a videographer and a photographer living in Scotland. And today, we are going to be counting down the top 5 locations that you need to visit on the North Coast 500. In my opinion, these are some of the most beautiful places in Scotland. Of course, everywhere is beautiful in Scotland, but these are some of the top picks. And yes, before we get into this video, I know what you're thinking. Harrison, it's been a year. Where the hell have you been? But I can honestly say I'm back, and I'm here to stay. It's a good day today. It's a good day. Let's get into number 1. Now, if you're just starting the North Coast 500, the odds are that you'll be starting in Inverness. Now, the first big castle that you'll come across is called Dunrobin Castle, and that is number 1. Number 1 is Dunrobin Castle. This thing looks like it's out of an absolute fairy tale. It is incredible. Dunrobin Castle is the most northerly of Scotland's great houses and is the largest in the Northern Highlands, with 189 rooms. Dunrobin Castle is also one of Britain's oldest continuously inhabited houses, dating back to the early 1300s. It was home to the Earls and later the Dukes of Sutherland. Now, this castle is obviously incredible. To walk around the gardens and to be in that part of history is incredible, but what I would say is try and get there early. This place gets absolutely jam-packed. It gets so busy as it is one of the most popular castles in Scotland. So just beware when you go there early. Next up, coming in at number 2, we have the Duncaspy Sea Stacks. This is an incredible formation of rocks sticking out the sea, overlooked by coastal cliffs. Now, if you're staying in Wick, it's about a 20 to 30 minute drive to the Sea Stacks. Please be careful, the roads can get quite dangerous, and there is cows and sheep everywhere walking over the roads. We need to get through.
Excuse me. Oh, slow.
Oh my god, look how many there are. We enjoyed it more first thing in the morning because there was less people there. If you are going for videography and photography, I would highly suggest going there early. It is a very popular tourist attraction. You do get puffins there and you can walk over the cliff edge all the way up and behind the Sea Stacks. Please be careful because you literally are right on a cliff and quite a lot of people go over to get the photos, but if you fall, there is a very high probability that you'll die. So just be careful. But that is number 2. Incredible cliffs, incredible sea stacks, the Duncaspy Sea Stacks. Before we go on to number 3, I need to extend an apology to you guys. I've been away for the last year, almost 2 years actually. I've been traveling, I've been doing a ton of projects on the Chisholm Hunter channel with watch brands from Omega to Vacheron Constantin to Hamilton. We've been doing a ton of incredible stuff, but it means I've been neglecting this channel a wee bit. I am back, and I am back for good, and we're going to be talking about Scotland mainly on this channel. Travel tips for Scotland, cinematic videos of Scotland, everything Scotland will be on this channel. Thank you for sticking with me for all these years, guys. On to number 3. Number 3 is my favourite beach in the world, and please don't take that lightly. I don't take that lightly. I've been to a lot of places in Scotland, but this just can't be beat. It's Strathy Beach. Strathy Beach is one of my favourite beaches for a couple of different reasons. One is the water is absolutely crystal clear. There is no pollution there at all. The second is it doesn't actually get as busy as you think. Even in peak season, there wasn't as many people there as I thought, so it wasn't overly crowded. It's also looked over by huge cliffs, and there's caves that you can actually go inside of, which is really, really cool. Now, when I was at Strathy Beach, or when I was doing the NC500 overall, I was actually with my ex-girlfriend, who I'm still friends with to this day, and this was our favourite beach of the whole trip, and it's one of my favourite beaches in the world. I have to say that. I cannot preach about it enough. I would have a picnic. Picnic? Is it picnic? I would have a picnic. I would also go wild swimming in the sea because the ocean is crystal clear. If you have a drone, be careful in the sand because if sand gets into the motor system, your drone's buggered. So make sure that if it's windy, drone doesn't get into the blades or the motor system of your drone, but do get the drone up. I would suggest it because the water looks unbelievable from above. Next up, we have 2 waterfalls coming in at number 4. We have Clashnessie Falls and Wailing Widow Falls. Now, Wailing Widow Falls is one of the more popular tourist attractions and it can get very busy, so I would actually side with Clashnessie Falls. But Wailing Widow Falls is situated right next to the motorway. You can literally pull up and just walk about 10 minutes down to it, and you can actually go right down to the bottom and go into the gorge. Whereas Clashnessie Falls is a little bit more of a drive, a little bit more of a walk, but you do get your peace and quiet. And you can actually go above the waterfall at Clashnessie and also at the Wailing Widow Falls. Now, they're an incredible place for photographers for reasons that I don't even need to say. If you have a drone, definitely bring it. And also, guys, I'm preaching to the converted here, but go early because they get busy. And last but not least, that was weird. Last but not least, we have the Isle of Skye. If you're doing the North Coast 500 and you're going past the Isle of Skye, then you need to see this. And everyone will know what I'm talking about. It's the Old Man of Storr. It's one of my favorite locations in the world to film, to shoot. The rugged landscapes, the hike up to it in general is just absolutely incredible. Now, we actually went in winter, and we had a bit of a nightmare. There was gale force winds, it was snowing, it was very, very cold, but that rugged landscape in the snow looks absolutely phenomenal. I would highly suggest going there in winter purely for that frozen landscape against that black rock. It just looks really harsh, and for photographers and videographers, it's just unbelievable. And that is my top 5 picks for the North Coast 500. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more of Scotland, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I need to apologise again for being away for so long, but I'm back, and I'm back for good. I'll see you next time.